is not okay. This needs to stop now. This is cancer. This is so much cancer that I can feel the tumors growing on my back. And it's way down heavy on me, and it's not okay. Can you help a nigga out and just stop this? Please?
Am I so out of touch? No, it's the children who are wrong.
So, Judah Tribe, we meet again. Well, I said before, the only way I wasn't going to do this video is if you kept my name out of your mouth. Well, in the most predictable outcome in this, you put my name in your mouth. So yeah, Judah, you say you're talking to me? You want me that bad? I'm right here. I'm right here and I'm all ears. So you know what? Let's talk, brother. How's it going? Man, haven't talked to you in a while, man. How's the weather in Chicago right now? I know winter's coming. It getting cold? But yeah, I'm not here to talk about that. I'm here to talk about your stuff, man. So, Judah, I watched your video. Obviously. To be honest, I was disappointed. I was expecting more out of you. Like, video was a cop-out. Like, you're better than that. Like, come on, man. If you're gonna trash me, at least put some goddamn effort into it. Like, man. Man. But it seems every time we come to War Week, you keep making this personal with Detroit fans for no reason. Judah, my man. We don't hate you, my brother. We just don't like you and we don't care for you. Total difference between the two, my boy. Like, bro. Take it easy with the hostility. Like, every time I listen to your videos, you keep making my ears bleed. Need a muzzle. Like, Judah, when I was listening, you sound so pissed off at me. Like, why are you so pissed off all the time, Judah? Didn't your mommy and daddy give you a cuddle every night? Judah, you need to put your mama's crack pipe down. You need to chill out for a minute and smoke some weed for an hour. Like, Judah. Like, it's obvious, Judah. If you're pissed at me, good. Because that means my mind games actually worked. Because it's obvious I've gotten into your head. Because like EDP before you, it is easy to get into your fragile little mind. Like, I intentionally mentioned the part where you forgot to mention me. I intentionally did that to sucker you in to see if you would fall for the bait. And see if you would actually do a video, and you did. You fell right for the trap. Because you're dumb enough to actually get baited like that. Originally in my preview, I was going to say in the title, Judah Tribe's a bitch. And then say right at the start, Judah Tribe, if you thought this was a hate video, you just got clickbaited. Because I wanted to see, but I had second thoughts because originally I wanted to see if you would get triggered and get all your panties in a goddamn bunch. But you know what? I'll save it. I decided to save it for here. So Judah Tribe, guess it's time for me to grab the shovel and bury your bitch ass again. So let's talk about that video, because there's a lot to talk about. Not just that video, the other videos they had, including the ones from June. Because you know what? It's time to address you. Time to end this problem once and for all. We're going to get right to the bottom of it. So yeah, Judah, of course, you went ahead, of course, bashing me, saying out of all the teams I could pick, I chose the Lions out of all of them. Oh boy. Where do I start with this? Does anyone not see the goddamn irony in that statement? Out of all the teams I could choose, I chose the Lions. Judah, out of all the teams you could choose, you chose the Toilet Care Bears. Bro. If you're gonna trash me, at least make sure it's irony proof. Like, God damn. The irony is what's gonna help me in this. Because also, you also said some down the line before where you said nobody likes losers. Referring to us. Irony. You have a loser team in Chicago. Like, how many years have you finished in the basement in a row? You finished in the basement the last 4 years in a row. But you know what, I'll give you kudos. You're actually good this year. You're actually out of the basement. You're actually first in the NFC North. Congratulations, Judah. What do you want, a fucking trophy? Here you go, you're a winner. You don't suck for once. For once, the Bears don't suck. The Bears don't suck. The Bears don't suck. The Bears don't suck. There you go. There you go, Judah. Plus also, to continue on that point, weren't your Chicago Cubs called the lovable losers for how many decades? And also the Cleveland Browns and the Buffalo Bills have really good fan bases. You cannot deny that. Like, come on, Judah. Like, what else did you say? Also, Judah, what else? He also said, Judah, Detroit's the most losingest franchise in NFL history. You didn't do your goddamn research. Judah, if you did your actual research, you would actually know that Detroit actually has the 24th best winning percentage in the league. And if you did your research even further, you would find out that the NFL team with the worst winning percentage all time is the Tampa Bay Buccaneers at a winning percentage of .387. Man, I listed all 32 NFL teams' winning percentage in my EDP 445 disc to show EDP the Eagles were the epitome of losers. Like, Judah, learn to pay attention. And there's also that other point where you said all Detroit fans are delusional. Let me get this straight, Judah. In your video, that same video you said that, Judah, you said something down the line of Khalil Mack was going to get 7 sacks in this game, and yet we, Detroit, are the delusional ones. You went on and said Mitch Trubisky was the best quarterback in the NFC North, and then said your backup, I believe it's Chase Daniels, correct me if I'm wrong, is better than Matt Stafford, and yet we, Detroit, are the delusional ones. Alrighty then. Okay. This is a real eye-opener for us. This means we gotta step our game up. But Judah, I told you time and time again, we know our shit. The only delusional one is you, dumbass. Because you don't pay attention. Notice how in all my videos, every time I picked the Lions to lose, it was by double digits. And every time I picked the Lions to win, it was by single digits. If I was a delusional Detroit fan, I would pick Detroit to win every game by, say, 14 points. But most of the games I picked Detroit to win, they were by around, say, 3 or 4 points. Hell, I picked Detroit to lose by 13 points last week. I was close. They lost by 15. So learn to pay attention before you call someone delusional, you dumb fuck. God damn. Then again, Judah, how can we take a YouTuber that likes his own comments seriously? Yeah, I watched that Desert Eagle 90 video he did where he showed a clip of you talking while your own comments were liked by you. Then that was before the video got flagged down by some mysterious troll. Interesting. I wonder who that could have been. I'm not going to point the finger at anybody, of course. But we will never know. Because YouTube is that private. But continuing on. But Judah, you also said something down the line where you said Detroit will never win a championship. Bitch, didn't you say the same thing about the Philadelphia Eagles last year on that? And last I recall, this happened.
Brady under pressure, escapes the sack, launching one for the end zone. It's a jump ball and it's incomplete. And Gronk was there. And time runs out.
So yeah, Judah, once again, you've been proven wrong. So yeah, but you know what, Judah, in the end, every team has their day eventually. Like, for the longest time, we didn't think the Chicago Cubs would ever win another World Series. Then they won one. For the longest time, we didn't think the Houston Astros wouldn't win a World Series. Then they won one. For the longest time, we didn't think the Philadelphia Eagles would win a Super Bowl. Then they won one. And for the longest time, we didn't think the Cleveland Cavaliers would win an NBA title. Then they won one. And for the longest time, we didn't think that Washington Capitals would ever win a Stanley Cup. And then they won one. Every team will has their championship day, eventually. It's not a matter of if Detroit wins a championship. It's just a matter of when. And that day is coming soon, Judah. And when it does happen, I'm going to have a victory lap for the ages on you. Because it will ultimately prove you wrong, and it will shut you up and put you back in the fucking hole you crawled out of. So yeah, you also keep saying, Judah, telling Detroit they should just relocate to Toronto. Judah, that point there, you're just chasing an old dog that's never going to bark. That will never happen. Toronto already has enough sports teams. They got the Maple Leafs. They got the Blue Jays. They got the Raptors. They got that soccer team, Toronto FC, that won a soccer championship last year. Also, add on to that championship point. For the longest time, we didn't think a Canadian soccer team would ever win a soccer championship. And then Toronto FC won a soccer title last year. Plus, Toronto also has the Argonauts. Like, they already got enough sports teams as it is. And Judah, if you think Detroit fans are delusional, man, you got no idea what's in store. You do not want a team in Toronto. Toronto fans are a lot way worse than us. Because every year I have to listen to goddamn Leaf fans pout their chest about how this is the year the Leafs are going to win the Cup. Only each year they get massively disappointed. Like hell, Judah, you also keep talking trash about Detroit. Man, Judah, Detroit teams have almost been as successful as you. Like all time, I mean, Man Beast mentioned this, so shout out to him. All time, the Detroit Tigers have always had a better winning percentage than the Chicago White Sox. And all time, the Detroit Red Wings have had a better winning percentage than the Chicago Blackhawks. Actually, Judah, when I did my research on that, out of all the original 6 NHL teams, Chicago's the worst one of them all. They have the worst winning percentage. Like Toronto has a better winning percentage than you bitches. Let that sink in. Toronto's even got more Stanley Cups than you. And Toronto hasn't even won a cup in 51 years. Like, come on, Judy, you keep digging yourself in a bigger hole. Like, why do you keep doing this to yourself? Like, why do you keep... Like, what is your beef with Detroit fans? Like, you keep making this too personal, man. There's no need for this. We don't hate you. It's just all fun and games. It's not our fault you're an easily offended millennial. Like, come on, man. Like, what? Like, where did the problem start? Like, what? Did you, like, get bullied by Lions fans in high school? Like, did Lions fans always constantly stuff you in your locker? Like, come on, man. Where did the hate start? Where did it come from? That was the question I asked you last year, and you still haven't answered it. Man, Judah, you keep pounding your chest about how Detroit is trying to be like Chicago. Why would we want to be yous? Why? Why would we want to be a team that hasn't done a damn thing in this decade? Like, why do we want to be a team like yous that's finished in the basement the last 4 years? This year, you actually made it out. You actually got the lead. But, Judah, don't think it's over. It ain't over yet. There's still a long ways to go. You still haven't played the Vikings yet. You still gotta play us one more time. You still gotta play the Packers. And oh yeah, you still gotta play the Rams. Like, you still got some tough games left. It ain't over by any stretch of the imagination. Remember, any given Sunday, David can beat Goliath. Any good team can have a bad day. And momentum can change on a dime. A dime in this league. Like, Judah, there's an old saying. Don't count your chickens before they hatch. And right now, you're making that mistake. Believe me, Judah, been there, done that. You will get burned every time. And Judah, if you think you're sleeping us, man, you're fucking on crack. Like, when was the last time you slept us? Let alone, when was the last time you beat us by double digits in a game? Let alone, when was the last time you finished above 500? Let alone, when was the last time you made the playoffs? Let alone, when was the last time you won the North? Let alone, when was the last time you had a quarterback made the Pro Bowl? Let alone, when was the last time your Bears didn't finish in the basement? You can answer that in your next War Week video. But yeah, Judah, I just laid now dropped 7 questions for you. And 8 if you want to count that one I asked you earlier. Like, man, Judah. I would be wasting oxygen on you, but it's still precious for you. I always look forward to War Week. Always look forward to seeing you again. Man, Judah, I think you're just jealous of me. You're jealous because I'm already becoming better. You're jealous because it pains you to know that in 1 year, I've become a better video maker than you ever were. Because I don't try and be a sellout. Because I actually give a shit about my fan base. Because I'm thankful for every person that supports my channel. Because I actually bust my ass each and every week. Like, during the off season, you completely shut down your channel and do nothing until the draft and free agency, unless the Bears get a big signing. And you know what I do? And during the off season, I have other content. I keep posting. I keep grinding. I keep busting my balls. Every single day of the week. 24/7. 365 a year. For each and every person that supports my videos. That's for all of them. What the hell are you here for? Man, Judah, I thought you were going to give me a challenge this year. But so far, all you've been firing is blanks. You've been just firing duds. Come on, man. Time to put your big boy pants on and play with the big boys. You're just a little fish in a big pond. But folks, let Judah Tribe be a lesson to you all. Kids, this is why Judah Tribe is the reason why you should all practice safe sex. Like, Judah, man. What else can I say about you? And Judah, you keep bashing me also about the whole why I picked Detroit thing. Here's a question for you. Why'd you pick Chicago of all teams? You know, we have our reasons to pick a team. We all have our reasons. You know, either family members or family from the area, or you're from the area, or family members were fans of the team, or you had a favorite player that played for that team, etc., etc., etc. It could be the colors, the jersey, the name, the whole 9 yards. Like, Judah, you gotta accept in life, not everyone's gonna like the same sports teams as you. Not everyone is gonna like the same music as you. Not everyone is gonna like the same movies as you. Like, bro, everyone's different in their own way. Just gotta be accepting of that. Don't have to tolerate, actually, don't have to respect it, just gotta tolerate it. Man, I don't even hate Bears fans. Like, you make this so goddamn personal every fucking time we get here. Like, bro, need to chillax. You know what's even more crazy? I work 6 days a week, 50 hours a week, and yet I can post more videos than you. That shows you how hard I bust my ass every day, and how much I grind and work to make a name for myself. To be the best I could possibly be. You know what? And I got a lot of love for all my family in the DVE. From Man Beast to Nomas to Mondo Ray to You Should Know to J-Mo to Hitman, etc. Shout out to everyone in the DVE. Got a lot of love for all of them. Man, Judah, I have nothing against you. I have nothing. Like, I don't know where you get this idea that I hate you. Like, I don't. I got nothing against you. I would like to come down to Chicago one day. I would like to meet you one day. In person. Get to know you. Go to watch a game with you. Have a beer. Etc. That whole idea. But of course my work schedule is always busy, so I almost have no time for it. Maybe someday. But you never know. Like hell, Judah. What do you even do with your life? What do you even do for a living? Like, cause it seems you got no life. You're always talking shit, going on other people's videos, putting others down for having dissenting opinions by saying, shut up, dumbass, suck a cock, shut up, dumbass delusional fan, Like, do you even got a fucking life? Like, you're pathetic. Bro. Man. And also, folks, I'm going to say it right here. I think another reason you may hate Detroit fans because a lot of them flag your videos. I'm going to say it right here to Detroit fans. Stop flagging Judah Tribe's videos. You prove nothing doing it. You prove nothing, alright? Once you flag someone, you automatically lose. You automatically become the bitch in a situation. It is not worth flagging Judah Tribe. Alright? There are multiple ways to get at Judah Tribe. Flagging his videos is not one of them. That is actually the worst option you could do. It is the ultimate bitch move. More of a bitch move than challenging him to a fight. Challenge him to a fight is an even bigger bitch move. I mean, second big bitch move. It's not as big as flagging. Excuse me. Like, flagging, it doesn't make you look big. Doesn't make you look tough. Makes you look like a little bitch. Like, hell, did we not learn anything from that whole EDP flag circle jerk a few years ago? And whatnot? Like, come on. Like, honestly, folks, some of you need to grow up. Like, quit flagging Judah Tribe. I'm saying that here. Like, I even defended you, Judah Tribe, every time you got flagged. Like, come on. See, Judah, I don't hold anything against you. I don't. And yeah, Judah, I know you also talk trash about Canada. You know what? I don't care. You want to trash talk Canada? Go for it. I don't care. You ain't the first person to do it to me. And you sure as hell won't be the last one to. But Judah, when you trash talk Canada, just remember Vancouver 2010 Winter Olympics.
Punched along to Jerome again. Crosby scores! It's over! The gold medal to Canada!
Stings, doesn't it? But yeah, Judah, you always calling people losers, always putting others down. Because I always forget, Judah. I forget, your stereotype is that if you're not a Bears fan, then you're delusional and a loser. I forgot, anybody that isn't a Bears fan is an automatic loser. I forgot about that, or a Chicago sports fan of any. I forgot about that. Logic. Man, I can't believe I just wasted a lot of my time with this clown. I could have done bigger and better things, but hey. He wanted to put my name in his mouth. I'm making him regret it. And man, Judah. And Judah, before you cry wolf and say I crossed some line, understand this. When it comes to you, there are no lines. The lines are always crossed. And last year, Judah, didn't you write down in the comments that for War Week it was no holds barred, anything goes, which means no rules? So leave nothing on the table. So last I checked, Judah, I'm playing by the rules. And you saw last year how far I was willing to go in trash talking. Hell, Judah, there was some Ravens fan, I forget his name, shout out to him though, where he posted a video about you, where you deleted his comment, because he threw some trash talk your way and you got offended. So you're the type of guy that can trash talk somebody, so you can bring a fight, but when the fight gets brought to you, you just cower away and can't take it. Hell, Judah, I've never even deleted any of your comments. I've always left them on the video. If any of your comments are gone, it's on you, Holmes. And of course, your Bears fans a lot of your Bears fans don't even like you. They've even had to come over to Detroit video makers and apologize for your actions. Listen, Bears fans, I'm going to say it here. None of you are responsible for Judah Tribe's actions. What Judah Tribe does is his responsibility. Alright? I'm also saying it here. I'm not responsible for what any Detroit Lion fan video makers do. What they do is their responsibility. What I do is my responsibility. I'm going to accept consequences for my own actions. But yeah, to the game. Judah Tribe, don't get fooled by the point spread. You haven't really beat a good team all year. The only good team you beat all year was the Seahawks. That's it. Any other team you beat was either trash or mediocre at best. And all 3 of your losses have either been to mediocre teams or teams with winning records. Easily, I look at your team. You should easily be 7-1. 7-1 at least, easily at best. But you're 5-3 because 2 of your losses, you had Matt Nagy go full Reed. Or should I say, full Nagy. Because you blew a 20-0 lead to the Packers, while Aaron Rodgers had a bad knee. And then you blew an 18-point lead to the Dolphins, who had Brock Osweiler at quarterback. Man, look what we did to the Dolphins the week later. We took the ball and we ran all over them. We had 250 yards rushing for a team that struggled running the ball for 5 years. Hell, Judah, you couldn't even beat a Packers team last year that started Brett Hundley. You couldn't beat a Packers team with no Aaron Rodgers. See what we did to Green Bay last year, Judah Tribe? We took Green Bay and we sent them back to Wisconsin in body bags. We dismantled a Green Bay team with no Aaron Rodgers. And earlier this year, we beat a Green Bay team with Aaron Rodgers. And Judah, how many elite quarterbacks have Mitch Trubisky beat? Let's name them. Russell Wilson and Cam Newton? I think that's it. And Big Ben, and don't say Big Ben because that was Mike Glennon that played that game against Big Ben last year. Like, let me name some big-name quarterbacks Matt Stafford has been. Let's see. We have Aaron Rodgers, Drew Brees, Matt Ryan. Believe he beat Brett Favre when Favre was in Minnesota. I think it was in 2010. I'll have to double-check that. Correct me if I'm wrong. Who else? Cam Newton. Who else? Donovan McNabb. When McNabb was with Minnesota. We also beat Tom Brady and Andrew Luck. We beat Tom Brady. The one thing Trubisky has not done and never will do. And yeah, Judah, I heard you making excuses in that game. I'm not surprised a Detroit hater is making excuses for a Detroit win. I'm not surprised. I think you do that for almost every time Detroit wins. You make excuses. Like, Judah, if you're going to make excuses, don't waste my time. I'm not one that takes excuses. Like hell, Judah, I think you tried to give us Detroit fans for possibly making excuses, and then you immediately go and make some. Go cry me a river into Lake Michigan. You can do that when we beat you this Sunday. Oh yeah, G, you also mentioned a couple years ago, what would NFL fans like to watch? Would they like to watch a NFL game? Would they like to watch a Monday night game with the Lions or an episode of Monday Night Raw? I'll answer that question for you right now. I'll tell you what the fans won't watch. They won't watch an episode of Monday Night Raw because WWE is so far down the fucking shitter. Because we have an incompetent buffoon named Vince McMahon in charge. Like hell, I think NFL fans, they won't watch the Monday night game for the Lions. They might watch the game to see who the other team plays. Who they play. You see how the other team does. That's simple. See how they do against Detroit. So yeah. And I also noticed you have a wheel of nicknames for Detroit. You had Kick Toy, Dumpster Divers, Peasants, Losers, Test Dummies. Irony, you've been our test dummy the last 5 years. Because we've beaten you 9. We've won 9 the last 10. Like, G-Job, you run your mouth about us, and yet every time you play us, we always kick your ass. Like the last 5 years, we've won 90% of the meetings against you. You had only 1 win against us in the last 5 years. So yeah, if you can't beat us, then you guys must suck. Like, no other team in the league owns you as much as we do. Like, look at the stats. They don't lie. We've even owned you throughout this decade. We own you in the head-to-head. And the way it's going, we're going to win the head-to-head for this decade. Judy, you were also talking about how we should get respect. By saying win a playoff game, win the North. This decade, this millennium, take baby steps. Irony, Judah. You want us to respect you? Finish above 8-8. Win a division. Don't finish in the basement. And actually make the playoffs. Take baby steps. So far, you're doing a good job so far. Just keep it up and don't go full Nagy now. It's plain and simple. And then I also noticed you like to also bash Matt Patricia because he's fat. Man, what do you got against fat people? You know other people too, you know. I bet you have a lot of fat friends too. And you don't fucking bully them for being fat. Like, come on, man. Take it easy. There's no need for this hostility. It's all fun and games. Come on. Man, Judah, I look at your Canada hate. I think you're just jealous of us because our country has just done the one thing your bitch-ass state will never do. We legalized marijuana. We didn't just do it provincially. We went for the whole Grand Slam and legalized it federally. And guess what? So far, it's been so much of a success that U.S. states are now taking the same steps because it was just announced that Michigan is also legalizing weed. And Michigan is the first Midwest state to do it. So now that's 10 out of 50 states that have legalized weed. So yes, Judah, let your jealousy and hate flow. Let it flow through you. You can hate all you want. I'm just gonna shake it off and keep moving forward and keep grinding. And work harder than you. But yeah, I think I'm done wasting my time with this clown. C.S. Judah, I'll end it off by being a sportsman and saying, I wish you the best of luck Sunday. May the best team win. Peace out. Oh, hang on a second, Judah. I'm not done yet. I do also have one more question to ask, because it always seems when the going gets tough, when Detroit fans expose you, try and spin the truth to fit your narrative. I just want to know, Judah, how are you so good at that? How are you good at that, man? Like, you're good at that. I don't know if you're as good as EDP 445. EDP is really good at spinning the truth to fit his narrative. But man, I want to know your secrets. Like, damn, I wish I was good at that. As good as you on that. I actually might have more respect for you than I have for EDP. Like, the difference between you and EDP is that at least you're a more loyal fan than his bitch ass is. At least you don't sell out on your team like he does. So I'll give you kudos. I'll give the devil his due. I'll give credit where it's due. At least you're more of a fan than him. But yeah, good luck Sunday.